Here we are on Furnace, as Jahar said. Fundamental versus... This isn't Duel? No, it's not Duel.
This is true. Yeah, and also I want to say thanks to the players, by the way. We have the ability to jump in their voice comms throughout the matches, so it won't just be me and GMT as we go into the first match, and I think GMT can lead us into listening to some voice comms when we feel like we want to jump in, and then Jahar will jump in. And of course they can't hear us, but we can hear them and talk over them as well, so we can comment on their comms if we so wish.
We can comment already on this.
Yeah, let's go.
They haven't quite put the hill bubbles together, but that's alright. Falling for life here. A nasty stream of shaft to pick up the first couple of frags. Now playing with Zorak here on the upper ground. Here comes Raul though. You said the danger man for that team, and it's going to be on the board pretty early.
Yeah, already. This isn't Duel look a little bit better at the moment. Zorak goes in first, and that's really nice that Zorak did that, because that's his first death, which means it's his first respawn, so he opened up some room for his teammates to get the frags in, and now you can see the death timer, or the respawn timer for fundamentals on 10 seconds, and they have a chance to run down Raul now, and actually Pit's going to surprise him, but good rockets from Raul, keeps himself alive, and again Zorak very lucky to hold on and gets 2 fresh respawners for his team, and now it's Zorak that's got to stay alive for 4 seconds.
Raul with the Siphonator did so much there. Plague gonna take down Zorak War in the end though, and that really turned on its head. It looked bad, the fundamentals for a little while, but then turned right around. Here we are, top mid. A big ass sprawl. Shaft out for Plague. All in though, doubles up and opportunity here. They're not quite gonna be able to make the round end, but a decent advantage if they can play their cards right here for this Isnt War.
Yeah, for sure. They got 2 respawners. Zorak War, does he have position? Making sure I'm following you. Actually gets... Yeah, gonna fall. But he's 2 players. He's on his second death. I think they just need to wait for him before they want to engage again. They are going to be defending the bridge. Plague trying to move around the outside. I think I'm following you, GMT, because I press L, right? And it says... Right. Yeah, I'm on Plague as well. Can you switch? Just so I see it switches.
I can.
All mental. Got it.
There we go.
That worked.
Perfect. Coming through the tally, going to be collected by Ballin, who so far is having a bit of a game. Just having a look at that damage. Highest on his team for sure. Raul comes up though. Gets knocked down, but I'm sure he'll get up again. You're never going to keep him down. Zorak War wanting to find Plague without armor. There'd been a little bit more aggression though. We may have seen something happen, but still got to say that the frag lead quite in favour of this Isnt Duel at the moment. And since the beginning of this round, Plague now going to fall, and with all 3 members of this Isnt Duel here, they're going to be able to close down on all mental. But where's Zorak's support? Ooh. He's going to make the solo play, and this could be very dangerous. Direct on Ballin, and it
he can do both.
Bad to all right.
2 seconds, needs to hit the rockets. Oh, he was, yeah, no HP on Raul there, but now he's got to finish him off all by himself. Going to get a little bit of HP back. Now the question is can he defend himself versus Plague? They know where he is. Plague comes in, uses the explosive Weeble, not to great effect. Gonna have to do some damage before he drops. Nicely done by Ballin. Really good kind of TDM play here. Just keeps himself alive long enough. He's gonna have 2 respawners. And now Plague is the one on the run. So let's, can we switch over to Plague and see where he's at?
We can.
They knew he was down the bottom. He's actually gone through the TP. Healing himself at the top just for a little bit. Does get the respawn onto all mental. Raul spawning up in 5 seconds, and Born in for Life very weak. Born in for Life should be out of the game now, so it looks like it's going to be a 2-on-2 with Zorak War. This Isnt Duel very low, and actually going to go down. So Pit versus Fundamentals here.
Yeah, well, and with all of the stack, all of the armor, Pit all alone. Got to try and make it work. The rockets are good so far, but are they good enough? He's going to take down 1. Raul's still on board, though. Things could get hairy. 15 seconds for both of them now, for their next teammate to come up. Pit doesn't have the armor though. Needs to be so careful here. And we switch to Raul. Raul, who's going to be doing the aggression. Pushing in with this shaft rocket as well. Not doing bad so far, but Ballin's back. As is
They
played.
actually fantastically not only won a fight versus an armored respawn player, actually killed him, and is still here to offer some support to his teammate Ballin, who again has lost all his armor. So it's just once again Plague, and actually all mental. I thought he was going to be out of the game completely, but 15 seconds and Plague can get him to respawn, but they're going to be up versus 3. So the Jewelers look like they have a chance in round 2.
It's absolutely crucial in Wipeout. We're learning how to time your frags, and when you get fragged as well, and you can see how that's really influenced the way these players have had to approach things. Plague, just trying to get some value out of the last little bit of health he's got left. Could even find Zork, who's left on 3 HP, and yeah, he's not going to stick around for very long. Let's take a listen over This Isn't Duel, see what they're up to and how they're going to bounce back. I can't hear that. I'm going to assume the stream can't either. Oh, here we go. Alright. Good stuff.
Jaha's like, what's going on? Jaha, you can talk to us.
Yeah.
Did you manage to get in, and did you just drop out, or did you not get in?
They're just not
Really?
That's all right. We're on board.
Can we just listen to them to see how much they do talk this round?
Sure.
Tell me when we're in.
I'm healing blue.
Yeah, I'm coming.
They know we're here healing.
Okay.
Two up top, careful.
Yeah, I'm at Cubby.
Raul weak up there. Nice.
I heard him here.
Pump
Banana,
room?
maybe?
Banana.
Yeah, he's here.
All of us are low, somebody needs to die. Fuck.
You gotta heal.
I don't
No.
have a heal. Who's died? Please.
I've died twice.
I'll die. You guys stay alive, I'll die.
I've died once. Hit Raul at pump room.
15 seconds.
I'm dead, fuck.
12. Get out of there. They know you're there. 5 seconds. 3.
Match point.
Ah, fuck.
Round 4.
I heard him mid.
So,
Well, there we are.
GMT, what a surprise. Jewelers don't comm that much.
Yeah, but I gotta say, no heated gamer moments. I think that's a win. I think
yeah, they
that.
seem
I'm
pretty
sorry.
chill. Maybe they're just like, okay, it's Wipeout. You know, we're not expected to win this. They didn't seem very urgent in their kind of comms. Even after damage, they talked, you know, instead of while doing damage. But again, a lot of them Jewelers. But Falling for Life, you know, a very good TDM player as well as, you know, kind of Pit, I think. So it's not really a big duel team, so to speak.
Yeah, it's just Zork.
But
Really.
3-0.
Although he has played it in the moment. Yeah, 3-0. Zork left alone here in green. Siphonator activated. Needs to hit this shaft, and he does. But 2 more are there. The Rockets are good. Sayonara. 4-0 for Fundamentals.
Yeah, Raul not having his best game, I would say. He actually was the first player on his team to hit 2k damage and then just started dropping off. I think he felt that, you know, it was okay. He didn't need to do that much more. His teammates were, you know, playing very well. And Born for Life, 4k damage, 40% shaft, which is pretty big, even in Wipeout where people do rocket jump and you hit a little bit more. But again, not enough for their team. Quite a convincing victory of 4-0. I wouldn't expect it to be that convincing. No,
and I think in Wipeout, it's going to be the most one-sided. We're now going to be going to the pick of This Isn't Duel. It's Sunken. So a MacGuffin map, moreover, the more complex of the 2 MacGuffin maps, I would say. And maybe the one that benefits the most from strong timing, strong map awareness.
Yeah, and I guess there's a nice thing about not over-talking as well. You do get to hear just a tiny bit more. But really, most of that information should be communicated. So we'll probably check in with some comms in map 2 as well. But it looks like we are going to go into this. So it is the pick of This Isn't Duel. and it's going to be MacGuffin on Sunken.
MacGuffin on Sunken, not the most popular pick, I think, in general. Marina certainly on the ladder is the one you're going to see more, but hey, it might be different this time around. We're on board with Zorak War right now. Going to be picking up a pincer, he's got a shaft as well, and we're going to be setting up that all-important second red, and then the MacGuffin itself.
Yeah, keeping people off the pincer. Oh, and actually trapping Raul on collision there as he tried to drop down on the stairs. And Plague's going to pick up the MacGuffin, takes it into red. He's a little bit like, I need help. Zorak War finds him, and he had some armor to his name as well. So it looks like the first delivery is going to go into This Isn't Duel. And of course, with their map pick after losing the first map, that's exactly what they're going to want to happen. It's a good way to start.
I was about to talk about Death's favourite thing, the first wave defense, but there just wasn't one. Plague's on that very quickly indeed. Blue as well. Vindicator coming up. Who's going to grab it? It's Raul. The Danger Man, as you were saying. And now all the more dangerous. Not with a huge
waiting
stack,
on that
but
110 mega.
Yeah.
Forced a couple of spawns actually by the tree, as Team Liquid like to call it, or the gel. Just by the point A, and actually a tiny bit of machine gun damage, and now with power up on point, this is going to be devastating. And yeah, as you said, the first round of defense, if it doesn't go your way, not only is there a MacGuffin on the field, in the map, and you don't know where it is, you can't necessarily go chase it down because you need to contest power up. So getting 32% on the point, and actually one trying to run away and gets shut down. So
yeah, we're coming back. It's going to be a cap once again, but immediately in the hands of Zorak War, who will be able to get out, I think, going via red. He's balling, trying to clear a path for him, and actually doing a great job of distracting the enemy team as well. So Zorak War is now posted up in a defensive position, a very, very strong defensive position, I think, here on B, and he's able to take down one, but left so weak and up close. Gonna take himself down.
The problem is, with that position, if you're the only person there, you have to hit everything. He had no teammates in the room with him. So he did a good job. It takes time to remove him from that kind of waterfall post. And by doing so, they actually still hold on to the point. Now past the 50% mark. And finally, there's going to be a pickup. Takes a little bit of rocket damage. Borden actually susses out that he might go under. Gets the frag after the red armor pickup as well. Takes a frontal fight with Raul. Nice throw. Actually throws it onto the point, but that wasn't his teammate. And now Zorak will pick it up and bring it back. So still nice though. I mean, you know, if you know you can't cap yourself, give it a little throw. Get it a little bit closer, and it works out for him. Power up to spawn, and now we'll be coming into base very shortly on Plague, and actually misses his first rocket. Should have held the first rocket. All mental gets it. GMT
now Pit
doesn't have follow power up on chat, but it's alright.
He doesn't.
We came from Wipeout. No, maybe we'll put it on later.
I think if I just do a better job, it'll be fine. That's the problem there. Incompetence. All in for life now with the Vindicator here in the back. Very strong position, as I said before. It does fade, but already we're into overtime, and it's Zorak War cleaning up Raul. All mental, though, I believe, still on the point. He is indeed. Gets the throw as well, and Zorak was struggling at the moment to take him down. He will eventually. It's Plague out with the MacGuffin. And 32 playing 99 right now. It needs to be a big cap, and that's iffy.
Super slow strafe jumping there by Plague to get past that blue armor. If he was faster, he could have clipped the blue himself and taken it away from his opponent and then just won that one-on-one fight. But in fact, maybe a little bit hesitant going in alone, slowed down his movement, and Born In For Life is going to pick it up on the other end, bring it all the way back. Mentor will pick it up, throw it high. He sees a teammate coming in high, but unfortunately it landed low. And it is going to be Raul now. Looking to cross over by Shaft, needs a little bit of help. Ballin, he had that 50 armor again, I think.
Yeah, he had Mega before that as well. Ballin has been eating up all the resources on the map, and that's going to be the end of round one. Let's see if Plague and Co can bounce back, and let's have a listen in as well.
Yeah, so we're going to go to fundamentals now. Yeah. See how Raul, all mental, and Plague are doing.
One rail. Okay. Got him.
Grabbing
mid rail.
weapons.
Rolled mega. Behind
30,
you.
37 mega. Yep.
Red.
Yeah, get red. Get red.
He's
on
so
it,
low
rail.
on Guffin. He threw red.
Got it.
He's capping.
Mega now. Mega.
Yeah, I'm taking.
One's.
I'm going through tree.
Hold on.
One here. One here. He's weak. Got him.
Yep. One more,
More.
tree hurt. Really
get blue.
low tree.
In blue, yeah.
Two
They're
blue.
on.
Two tree. Two tree.
Play Ven.
Yep, I'm here. One's here. Weak.
Yeah.
I got it, but they're all there. Just get cap it if you can.
Okay.
He's still here.
Yeah, just cap it. Cap it. He's there. He's very weak. He's very weak.
Enemy MacGuffin.
There we
Mega,
are,
I'm
struggling
getting
a
like-
little
oh, they got
bit
it.
as the round begins to... Well, it just goes from good to better for this Isnt Duel. Zorak 4-1, left with the power up at the end there.
Yeah, it's like
been
we
a
heard
very
him on the
profitable
comms,
hack.
kind of. We heard fundamentals on comms, you know, identify what was going on in the base, but as they walked in, we were on balling for life, just hitting back-to-back pincer shots, and it just shut down the attack. It made it messy for the pickup. They called for someone to do a back cap. They did, but unfortunately, that back cap unable to leave the base and you know, get a kind of cross cap in a Vindicator situation, and we're back again to this Isnt Duel just dominating right now. There's one person on point, it's Raul. Hasn't, you know, he has showed up on the damage. You know, he's first to 3k. He's ahead of both his teammates. Not that that matters so much in MacGuffin, but really there doesn't seem to be a lot of urgency on these attacks here for the fundamentals. I'd like to see him attack a little bit faster.
Well, and they're going to have to do it sooner rather than later. We are nearing that overtime already, just 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. This could be one of the fastest maps we've ever seen in the Test Tournament Series. Here they are, though. All mental, getting on that, throwing it to Plague, and they'll be making it all the way through the cage. No, not the cage, jail, sorry. I believe is what we call it these days. Plague there, though, along with Zorak Warfare Company, not who he wants to see. And we do the little dance of grey screening and embarrassment.
Yeah, this is an important fight for all mental. If he takes out Pit and able to hold his position versus the other one, that would have been huge for them. But losing that at the same time as power up, even if they get the power up, what Zorak Ward knows is happening now is like it's free to cap. You can just go into your base. And I believe they're going to cap straight away. This jump pad is very difficult for Raul to take. And actually, I advise a lot of people to go around and take the LG or even just the stairs here and jump up onto the point. Raul's going to take the long way around. It's going to start hitting 99%. He needs to beast best everybody. Takes out 2. And that was the correct play. And now he's only got a few more seconds on this. And already just any kind of fumbling that you do now could just be the end of this match for you. So Raul needs to get on that 25, needs the 50, and he needs his teammate to defend him here. All mental can't pick up the 50, maybe he already did. Raul actually just coming out trumps for his team. That was a big run for them, and this is defendable. You can actually play this. They have a red armor time. They know it's roughly about 10.
Yeah,
Or maybe even
absolutely
closer
huge
than
from
10
Raul.
on the minute.
He had to clutch it, and he did, but we're still on his POV, and he's still got so much to do. Pitt's going to get the throw out. Raul actually takes himself down. Where is that MacGuffin? It's in the hands of All Mental, and now back with a cap. Plague needs to win here, and he can't. Ballin does. Here's the MacGuffin now.
He's not strong though.
This next
mean,
cap
Ballin for
is
life.
pivotal.
Yeah, having to pick up that 50 takes some time, but this is kind of nice because he gets to double back, and it was the last red armor pickup that allowed that cap to be successful for the team of this Isnt Duel. So they had that red armor time again, and now Balling's just waiting to get information of when he can push the point. Right, this railgun pincer position is fantastic because you can see people coming in from Mega. If they push you hard, you can drop down low. You can even get a double red here, which he's going to do himself, and so he just needs his teammates to push in maybe on the power-up time, or he could take power-up himself. Maybe he could take it himself because it's going to spawn.
Yeah, just go where the opponent isn't, I think, is the idea for Ballin here, and it's, with his level of stack, sort of a win-win-win. Here is
Yeah,
the
but he's
cap
got fight power.
indicator
He
there
wins
from
power.
Blake, but it doesn't matter. All right,
it.
balling for life. What a baller.
Yeah, I think Balling for Life on the first map as well was, you know, he was the top damage player from his team despite losing. And I think this game he showed up a lot because I believe he was probably picking up a bunch of the red armors. Can't see all the team stats on the red armors, unfortunately. But yeah, the Jeweler's timing items. What a surprise.
What a surprise indeed, especially Zorak, one of the most prolific timers I think there's ever been. Yeah, they look great. What a difference a map and a mode can make. Wipeout convincing 4-0, and that was equally as convincing, I feel, as a 2-0. Now, Fundamentals can't pick Wipeout again. They are going to have to either go for Marina or Extinction. After that, do you think it surely
Yeah,
is
you got to go for
right?
Extinction. Yeah. Raoul's, like, he's a very strong player. So, you know, having him kind of life lead an Extinction could be very good, but I almost feel like watching All Mental play, his strafe jumping is really slow, and I'm very surprised by that because, you know, this is the kind of top teams in America, and it feels like that guy needs to jump around a little bit. I know there are some players that don't need to strafe that fast because they hit a lot. Yeah, he hit 66% pincer the last game, but it just slows your team down, like on the caps, you know, on the attacks, and it was very odd to see that there was quite a big difference between his movement and some of the other players in this match specifically. Not to hold anything against him, it's just, you know, when you notice it as you know, a player, you kind of like, oh, okay, that's surprising, because, you know, you assume everybody kind of hits top speed pretty quickly in terms of potential speed, not that there is a top speed.
Well, it's actually going to be Marina, the pick. I'm surprised. I think you're surprised as well. Now, I think if you believe you're the more mechanically gifted team, Marina will play more in your favor than Sunkenwood. The long sight lines are big here. It's quite straightforward to play, and so that mechanical aspect is brought to the fore. We're going to be on board with Zorak to begin. Mega goes to, I believe, Raoul, and Zorak doesn't want to take that fight anytime soon. Going to come in, try and secure the red room. Pincers as well, just getting stacked up for this first MacGuffin spawn.
Yeah, they've got a great little setup here, but unfortunately Zorak won't drop down. Nice cover from Pit there to go up the pad and get a kill with the rocket launcher, and that should secure that red armor pickup, and it's nicely timed before the MacGuffin as well, so as you can see the play for the team of Fundamentals going to get the first pickup quite nicely, and will almost be dropping it off, and actually does drop it off, but now it's going to be contested. I have a feeling it went to the wrong base. No, wait, no, they went to the right base. Sorry, I had the colors mixed up. I was like, what's going on here? All Mental finally getting some speed in his strafe jumps as he gets blasted in the back.
Hey, just, you know, some people need a helping hand. That's all he needs.
True.
He's doing great.
The melee
life on the power up now going to come in. There is the cap. Are we going to see another decisive 2-0? I hope not. But Ball and Life's going to try and make it happen, I'm sure. Nice pincer. And another. And this is just textbook play with the power up. We'll drop it eventually, but I think that Pit is going to be there to pick it up. He is indeed. And so, not much damage done. 40, the score already for this.
Yeah, big percent already. And they even have Warning for Life on point, and nicely playing through the window there. One of the great things about having two players in base is one of you can position to kind of do sneaky damage around the side. You know, it's hard to want to contest you because it takes time. It means that if it takes longer to get a frag on that player, there's more likely that the enemy team will be coming back to defend the base. And that's exactly, you know, kind of what happened. He just buys a little bit of time and hits one pincer, and you can see now already up to 67%. It's just feeling pretty bad here for the Fundamentals. Yeah. MacGuffin is not there. Yeah, if it was a wipeout tournament, they'd feel pretty comfortable.
But I think that's the beauty of this competitive format. I really do love how versatile each player and each team needs to be, because you're not going to succeed off the back of one mode here. You need to have that depth as well as that breadth in your ability.
Yeah, you can push through the early stages with being very good at one mode, right? You can get a little bit of an edge, and if the other team isn't, you know, you're kind of close, it's nice to have that dominant mode, but really you just want to be as good on all three as possible. Or at least if you drop one, you know, you better make sure you have the other two covered. But finally a cap for the team of Fundamentals, but Balling for Life again, not going to let that happen for long. Vindicator now picked up, Balling for Life going to head through the balcony. Really nice route, this one, because it's hard to get on you, and then you can buy time just by kind of hanging out here in the corner, wait for your teammates, and then throw off the MacGuffin if you need to. But it is the power-up that comes through. So Plague looking to clean up 2 here with Raul. Doesn't clean... Oh, Raul did get the second one. Blue armor pick up as well. Red armor not spawning for 5 seconds. They could push out for it and just leave the Vindy in base. I think that would be a nice play. But they're kind of just like, okay, we're finally getting points. Let's just all sit in base. And now the red armor will be picked up and be pushing in through the shotgun or middle.
Right. Plague going to be holding this high ground, hugely powerful position with the pincer as well. It's a very prominent feature of Marina, this pincer play. Especially, I feel, on my side. Plague just dishing out all the damage in the world. Eventually gets knocked down, though, as does all Mental. And it's Zorak War trying to get out with the MacGuffin. Raul's on him like a bad rash.
2 in through
Still
shotguns.
time for more of a
Nice,
defense.
attack here. I think Ballin might win this fight versus all Mental. Yeah, he does. And so this is where it gets dangerous. This one cap, and he's trying to go balcony again. Not sure if he needed to go this way this time. If he dropped low, you know, it's still dangerous. And that throw off is really risky. And in fact, it's Plague that's going to pick it up there. So Ballin just making that was, you know, it's not a clean run because it didn't work, obviously. But, you know, it was a mistake. And now they have to do it again, but they don't, you know, have all the life, and the enemy team are closer to their base on the respawns because, you know, they capped after kills, so they could be pressured. Luckily, Pick gets through the red armor room quite nicely, meets Raul. Will exchange. That will be a pickup for their team. Zorak War now with Ballin to push through, and this should be over 90%. Yeah, only 4% more to go now. Raul coming in to try and save the day.
Zorak War.
Zorak with the shotgun.
Happen. We're in overtime, but
Use
we've
the
also
power
got all Mental on this power up. Here we go, in with the shaft, but he can't make it happen. Gonna get taken down, but Raul's there to save the bacon. And with
yeah, flicked him with the rocket and put him against the wall.
Yeah,
really
he's
nice
gonna do all right
barrel
for himself, I think.
Can we go to Fundamentals comms again and see how they're handling the final moments?
Let's do it.
Defend your base.
Blue knife, blue knife. One more. Got him.
55 red.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Don't play. Or Ethan.
Oh, one here. One blue.
Okay, I'm far. I'm coming. One mid as well.
20 red. One's on.
Okay. You guys left base?
Okay,
Blue. He's hurt. I got him.
Yep, cap. One behind us.
Defend all the way. They're gonna push in hard.
Watching red.
Overtime.
One more.
1 minute.
One more.
Trail.
Very weak.
Time.
I'm coming. They're coming high, I think. Nice. Good job.
When it comes down to this, Wipeout went the way of Fundamentals. Sunken went the way of This Isn't Duel, and now we are at the rubber match. The third map and the third round here on Marina, and you just couldn't call it.
And it's painful to lose your first game as well, I would say. Just because, like, it puts you in the lower bracket, you have a lot of games today, it doesn't feel great, you know, team morale, it's just winning this match is going to be important for both these teams and could propel them to a much higher standing at the end of the tournament.
4, 3.
Like, can be picking up this shaft and dropping down. But Pit and Ballin making it difficult. The throw doesn't quite make it, and that's going to be Ballin making a cap, and he will select the A site. I think just due to convenience more than a preference.
Well, it's 1-0, so it's their point. They didn't select.
Exactly. Oh, sorry.
Yes,
oh, my
but he
God.
did. He kind of
Alright.
selected it. He was like, I could take it anywhere, but I'll take it to the base. Why not? Yeah, so he selected the base.
Why did I think it was
But
the
yeah.
third round?
It was a long round, dude. It was all about
go.
this isn't Duel for the longest time, and it was a pretty amazing run back by fundamentals and then a last defense. And you can see that Born for Life wanting to stay in base. The power up is picked up by the enemy team, just waiting on the red armor. All men trying to pick it up. Gonna take him about 5 minutes to get to the enemy base. Actually, that was pretty good straight up. That easy pick off of Born for Life up top. Ooh, putting out the pincer there was risky. Pushing him with the shaft would have been way more consistent. And also being the person that puts the pressure down is better than, picking up the, MacGuffin. So that little power-up moment, it got them what they wanted, but it's going to allow the enemy to really get into position. But nicely done that they are 3 players pushing through red, picking up the red armor themselves, throwing it off to Raul. And he's even going to get a couple little health bubbles there for a cap. So a clean cap. Not impressive looking, not stylish, but yeah, very slow. You had to fight through the enemy twice, and that second time, they're actually going to be able to pick up the MacGuffin, Born for Life, a lot faster. Just going to take it bottom route past markets. Going to fake going up the lift because he heard an enemy and wants to back off and probably go through TP. Nope, going to scoot all the way around. Yeah, holding here is nice because you can just wait to hear again. But that red armor should be up soon. 10 seconds.
Waiting for the info from his team. I've got to imagine has to save himself. Zorakwar chimes in. Orlin's still looking for this cap, and will this time go up the jump pad? Blaster's there in his face, but the cap all the same, and that's a few coins scored already. All mental though coming in from the top. Zorak, but can't hit the broadside of the bun for some reason there, and it's. Well, not the attack they were hoping for, but it is an attack that continues. Plague will get that MacGuffin, throw it out, flexed himself. Reminds me of my childhood. Nobody was there to play catch in the games.
Could just throw it off a wall.
Could do. Not that smart. Raul with the power up now.
Your parents get down and like buy your little balls. Just get on disappearing as you lob them over your neighbour's gardens.
Just hoping one day it'd come back.
Hoping. Yeah.
Alright, all mental with the MacGuffin. Raul with the power up, and they're going to be coming out through red. Power up fades. Again, it's slow.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I like waiting for red armor here, but you need your second player to be with him. All mental now all by himself. He could get rushed with a shaft, and 83 HP doesn't do a lot. But luckily, the enemy team are actually just posed up in base. And one of the dangers of just posing up in base too strongly, throws it off to Zorakwar, is you allow the team that wants the cap to get red armor and mega. Now they did, but they still haven't capped. He got caught out of the mega. He threw it. He could have maybe taken that fight and called for backup, but I would have liked him to cap maybe just after the red armor pickup instead of the mega as well. I love the way people are just throwing the MacGuffin. Just at the enemy, like, is this going to daze and confuse them? Right, here we go, Plague. Come on, let's get this cap. Yeah.
There we go.
Didn't need to throw it. Easy. Easiest cap of their life.
Run with it.
Yeah.
I think you should institute some sort of rugby rule that you're only allowed to throw it backwards. And then things would get really slow and messy.
Yeah.
That's right. Zorakwar on the point. Here's the MacGuffin running.
Can we go to
through red and
this isn't dual comps because I think this is a cap, and then they got to play the last moments to try and win the round. So I'll be interested to see how they do this.
Vindicator. Enemy
Shotgun, I
MacGuffin.
believe.
Fuck, man.
He's at red.
Yeah, he just got red.
They have power up.
In's not healthy.
Red like 35. I'll see if we can.
Capping.
MacGuffin.
Fuck! I got hit by a goddamn fucking crossbow. Are you kidding me?
Enemy MacGuffin.
Don't know where. Not red.
Mega.
We can stay with him for a little bit. We can talk
he's behind
over it. They
Mega.
can't hear us.
Mega's
So me and
45.
GMP, we need to comment on some moments. But yeah, crossbow
Yeah.
works.
Hey,
It's some damage.
it's a good weapon. The DPS of the crossbow is actually
Slow,
pretty
slow,
high,
slow.
right?
Really?
I'm getting
You
it.
got me.
You just gotta hit
You
it.
got 2 on red. Red's still up.
Oh, let's
Oh,
go,
they're dead.
Mental.
Pushing in.
2 at mid.
They know where I am. I'm gonna go through telly.
Okay, I got Mega 58.
I'm going red.
There's 2 high. 3 in base.
When's red? Okay, I'm taking red.
Soon. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
red's
gonna
zero. I'm
rail
gonna go
lower.
high.
One shotgun. Don't go in yet. Don't
No,
go in.
there's 1 high. Yeah, let us assess them.
No, I'm
One dead. Oh, nice.
just stay on point.
Yeah.
Stay on point.
Nice.
Balling for life. Taking the decision for his team that he can push in by himself, and that was the correct decision. It wasn't clean in terms of damage output, but it got the job done. So it's going to be a 1-1 scoreline going into the final round. And for the sake of listening to more people, because then me and GMT don't have to work as hard, let's check in with fundamentals and see how they're going to go into the last round before the first MacGuffin pickup.
I rolled them off. I'm rolling them off.
Okay.
9, 8.
One's mid.
I'm going red. 27.
2 here. Well, he's
I
low.
stole it.
Okay, let's go base A.
I got it.
Base
I got it. Okay, get it if you can.
Come,
He's low
come,
on it.
come.
He
He threw
threw.
the window.
Enemy
Yo,
MacGuffin.
A.
Enemy
B, sorry.
Is her.
Okay.
MacGuffin.
Power up.
Yep, get red. I'm throwing it mid. Throw it mid.
Okay.
They're gonna get it.
He's so low right there.
Okay, Vin.
He threw it back.
My Vin.
Cubby.
My Vin. I got Vin.
Okay, let's push.
Okay, push. I don't know red, but
Hit low.
Ah,
let me get blue.
yeah, grab. Okay, I'm gonna throw.
We get health.
Yep.
Here, throw it. Or
Right,
just
I just threw it through mid. Bro, we'll grab it behind you.
Nope. I railed him though. That, but
Pretty
Oh,
they only
unlucky
have one
moments
on.
here
I'm here.
for fundamentals.
He
We
rails
can
me.
check
of
back
course.
in with them in a little bit. But yeah,
Enemy MacGuffin.
this is Duel basically prioritized defending the point, not really interested in the power up. Worked out for him 49%. Plague now finally gets the MacGuffin off point with some armor. And what was unfortunate for the fundamentals was the item timings after the Vindicator, despite being 100 health pickup by Raul, he went red, it wasn't up, but he didn't want to go mega because they needed to pressure the point. And then really playing, with no armor, no extra HP on your Vindicator is just risky. And yeah, it didn't work out for him. But this is the point that they won last round, I believe, quite nicely on the defense. So we see a fundamentals kind of... oh no, sorry, this was the point one. Every team's won this point so far, as far as I can tell. Yes.
That's it.
Fundamentals won this point first round. This is Duel won it second. And now Fundamentals, despite being a little bit behind, they have it on the third round.
They certainly do. MacGuffin just languishing on the floor for a moment there. Then it's capped once again. Zorak with the blaster in a mighty duel versus Raul, but it turns pretty unfair. 3v1. And Balling for Life is going to be booking it out of there. And, ooh, intercepted. Raul's there and a throw as well.
Nice shotgun work as well. He knows the blue armor's up. He might go back for it. Yeah, slow weevil as well. Waiting here is really nice. It really confuses the enemy team. Obviously, Vindicator's up on Zorak War. They now know where he is, but still, he's just buying time. That, sure, you've got the red armor, but if you go chasing all around the back of the map like Zorak War is, Raul could get in front of you, cap, and then it's just really nullified the situation. So we can check in with Raul now because we can assume that Zorak War isn't going to get the kill. And Raul is going to pick up the Mega. He is going to find Zorak War now, but Vindicator's gone. Should be able to win that fight. So that's Mega beats the red armor. Next red armor is going to spawn soon. They don't have a time on it, the fundamentals, so this is where it could be dangerous. Zorak War could get that red armor, meet Pit in base, and then that will be a big defense. But luckily, I think Raul spawned, picks up the red armor, and this is going to make a very good attack for the fundamentals.
Absolutely. Zorakort is going to take down Raul though. Ball for life on all mental, and well, they're defending
defense,
now.
really.
Yeah, they're set up. They're set up well.
Yeah, set up well and also looking to close out this match. So let's head over to This Isn't Duel and see if they can pull back the winning moments and check in on their voice comms.
It's weak.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Through it. Mid.
Enemy
Throw it back.
MacGuffin dropped. Team MacGuffin. Defend your base. Overtime.
Okay, defend. They're gonna sus.
Nice.
There
Well
we
done,
go.
Good
guys.
job. Good comeback.
Yeah.
A 2-1 in the
Yeah,
end for This Isn't Duel
mean,
after
obvious.
a pretty disastrous furnace. But hey, the MacGuffin goes their way 2 times in a row. Lovely stuff.